It's showtime. Hopefully this starts up. Let me know if you guys can see me up here. Oh, it did. It worked. No technical difficulties so far. Welcome. Oh, good. Yeah, we got. Oh, they gotta start doing some spooky stuff here. Hey, shift kicker. Dig Deeper Ministry. We got Lake in here. Little Lone Prepper. Nate, good to see you, Nate. I know you were having issues with internet here lately. Ragnar Adventures. Greg, good to see you. Pete, Be Charming, hello, and welcome. Oh yeah, I forgot to add my overlay. There we go. Oof. Spookiness. Hey 101, how's it going? Let me get screen. Go. Hope everybody's had good Friday night so far. Get some spookiness going. Hey, Sassy Cat. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh. What's that? Time Duff. Welcome. Well, one of the things I wanted to go over today was pretty interesting. My son actually told me about this, and he asked me if I knew what Child's Play. Uh-oh. We're in trouble now. I got to say it. Every time you come up, I have to say we're in trouble now.
We're in trouble now. What are we doing? Looks like we're doing a Biden recap today.
How you doing, Tim?
Good. How are you guys doing? How's everybody?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm loving the background stuff. It's totally looking all, potato Bidenish. Like, remember last night's speech? What was that?
Oh, boy.
That was the creepiest. I mean,
Yep.
let's just get this right out. Everybody's talking about it. It happened last night. It's all over YouTube. Like, that was that was the creepiest presidential speech I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Well, here, let me share something real quick. This is a short I did, and this is actually starting to trend.
Ooh.
I mean, hopefully YouTube lets me play it, or not YouTube, but StreamYard.
The Google gods.
And it won't. Never mind.
It didn't want you to play it?
Yeah, let me try another file, see if it works.
Crazy.
And it's not going to let me do the sound. Why?
That's okay. We got words.
Yeah, but you get the music behind it, and it's YouTube friendly music. But the pretty
Is it
soon they'll end up removing or making it a bad thing to say. I am MAGA because yeah, we're supposed to be the bad people now.
he basically divided the whole country doing what he did last night, and he wasn't joking around. I mean,
Thank you, Bigfoot.
oh, cool. Sorry, I can't see the super chats as good on this laptop, so. Or the chat, you guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, that would I just lost it last night. I couldn't even watch most of it
Oh
because I
yeah,
was vomiting. It like that whole speech was just trying to stoke a fire under everybody, even the normies. Like, let's go get him, yeah, like go get who?
yeah. You remember when he first says what when he um I can't say it when he first became who he is.
King Tata.
Yeah. He says he even if you didn't vote for him, he's for us. And now he turned it around and said no. You're yeah, I can't I'm not going to say what he called us, but you know.
Yeah. And like Shift Kicker said, yeah, the stage was demonic.
Oh yeah.
That was, I almost feel like he was doing a spell on us last night, too. I mentioned that in my live stream because I was kind of ripping apart doing late night. Like, what the hell is this shit, Because,
Yeah.
I'm on the 18 and up. This is a rated G channel, so I got to make sure I don't swear. Okay, I'm working on it, guys.
Hey,
But
thank you, Ragnar.
I was losing
I
it.
really appreciate it.
Oh, you guys, thanks for helping Bushcraft. He puts out a lot of good content, you guys. A lot more than I do, so.
You have really good stream lives though. You
Yeah, they're
do.
just lives, though. They're just
Yeah, I haven't done much videos this week. I've been slacking.
that's because we've been Pokemon battling.
Yeah, and you need to do the PvP stuff, the league.
See, I don't know what that is, so we're gonna have to do a backstage, and you're gonna have to school me on this. But as far as everybody, like me getting into this Pokemon, I've only been doing it since May 31st, and Bushcraft thinks I'm doing pretty good. Yeah,
Oh
and like
yeah, you're doing good.
I'm kicking some butt, some Pokemon butt. Plus, it's decompressing because after
Oh
watching
yeah,
what we saw last night, and I vomited in my mouth several times and I had to brush my teeth because I don't want that acid and stuff. Like, this guy is just losing it. He's
yeah,
inciting. He's wanting to create this sea, situation. Not the cucaracha, but the sea with the
yeah.
devil.
I didn't watch it. I just
Oh, I watched it. I had to
I
watch it.
heard the stuff after.
It's just,
I was like, really?
and I felt like he was casting a spell on people, and the stage. D Dog came up on my panel and was talking about some of the weird flags that were in the back that that symbolism is their
Oh yeah.
downfall according to the Q stuff, right? And I don't know
Well,
everything about the flags. Do you?
well, you can kind of. I've got the spooky red in the back here. If I take off this, you can kind of see the spooky red in the background.
The baked potato red.
No, unfortunately, it's still there. So I'm probably end up have to do it myself or whatnot. They said it was going to be the first of the month, which I know it's the second, but I'll probably give them a week and then chop at it a little by little, I guess. See how that goes.
So
And
tell
they
me,
keep sending people out here, and every time they send them out, "Oh, we don't do that." You already said you did do that. I mean, if it comes down and it doesn't touch their line, or the line's not tangled up with it, then they don't touch it. But they had to cut it to get the the line off of it. So they have to deal with it. Unfortunately, they're not wanting to.
trees are scary to take down.
Well, the story I was going to do today is like I said, my son asked me. He said, did you know that there's a real story behind the Chucky doll? The
Oh,
where the guy came up with the movie for Child's Play, and um, my son, no, I didn't know, and it's actually from it's from a doll named Robert the doll,
mm.
and they're quite a. Let me go ahead and add this here, see if it works. Yep, and this is a Chucky doll. If you don't remember Child's Play or anything like that, it's basically where um, a very bad person who worships the bad guy downstairs, um, and he's about to die, so he puts his soul into a good guy doll, and then he tries to take over the soul of a little boy, but you kind of get the idea. And he's very bad person. But we're gonna go down here to where the story came from, and this you might kind of take a look at this guy. This is Robert, but he was called Gene. His nickname was Gene. He went by Gene, and his parents got him this doll. There only is a handcrafted doll. Um, and I'll go ahead and show you what the doll looks like. This
Ooh.
is the doll, and he comes with his own teddy bear too. It is dressed in a sailor outfit, as you can see here. Um, Let me go ahead and bring this over here so I don't get lost.
So
There we go.
are we looking at the beginning of maybe the transgender doll? Because a dude was Robert, but then he was a Gene, but then he put his soul into.
Well, it's
It's kind of
Eugene. Gene is short for Eugene.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, and
Not trying
yeah,
to offend anybody here.
this is a very and they say this doll is was used as a voodoo doll. A lot of dark arts are involved in this doll, and they kept this doll over the life of him and his wife for many years. And there's bad stories behind this. Once they after both of them died, the husband and the wife, it was put into a museum. And I don't know if it will show the museum here. And the guy was an actual artist, but this is some of the stuff that he actually painted. As you can see, these are very scary uh,
Portraits.
portraits and stuff.
It's not, he's not doing scenery. He's capturing people
Yeah,
and their essence and, their craziness in a portrait.
yep. And now he's got beady black eyes, and he has like his little monkey or dog or whatever it is. I don't know what the thing is, but
Like
and everybody says he kind of looks like a monkey.
ooh,
The
like the pox.
his face and whatnot, and he's got scars and stuff because it's a very old doll. Um, and Well, after he died, there's another image down here, I believe. You can see him right here in the museum. Now,
Ooh.
he used to be on a rocker and everybody could actually get real close to him and stuff. But there has been things where people would go in and touch this, and bad stuff would happen to them. There have been a lot of people die, a lot of hauntings in their houses after they come and see this museum and come in contact with him. So they have since then they um, boxed him all up in glass, and there are people there's some strange people in this world. They write to this doll to curse other people, and bad things have happened to these people. And there, as you can see, there's different things up here, and these are some of the letters people send to him. And when they open themselves up by sending a letter to this evil doll, um, you can imagine some of the stuff that happens to these people. Um, there's people that mysteriously died 24 hours after. Um, there, it's a caretaker who takes care of this doll. It, yes, there's a caretaker that takes care of this doll, and she reads these letters to the doll when they come in. Um,
Ooh.
and there's yeah, here's some of the stuff: car accidents, broken bones, job loss, divorce, everything from having contact with this doll. Um, and that's scary.
I think possessions and things can attract demonic spirits.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
when you
but the people that like things that happen to them, okay, this is just my opinion. And remember, I'm a cat with the tinfoil hat on the internet only, okay? Like they weren't strong enough in their faith and in themselves and in God that they even, you know, dabbled into it and just, they opened themselves up, I think, to
oh yeah,
a demonic entity. I mean, we're talking about something that's kind of a strange, we're talking about stuff here that you should be aware of. This is out there. People are really doing this stuff, and
yeah.
the this war we're going
Shut
through is
up.
a
Not
big.
you, Tim. I was talking to
Oh,
the other cat.
oh, sorry. I really
He's
thought he was
being
telling
mouthy
me to
right
shut
now.
up. Okay, I lost my train of thought. I just sorry. I just feel like people need to be aware that these things are out there. People are actually trying to contact these things. They've
Yeah,
lost their faith in the way with God, and I wish they would come back. And that just means that we have to wear our armor from God that God's given us. So we ask to put on Him to put on us to protect us, and be able to tell people, yeah, there's crazy people out there, okay, and they're worshiping bad things.
yeah,
Anyway,
and they did a promotion thing to get more people to know what this doll was and everything. This is this bottom part is one of the Kardashians. I think it's Kim.
oh yeah, look at that booty. Oh,
Yeah,
look, Becky, look at her butt. It's so big. Sorry.
and they put the head of they photoshopped the head of the doll in here, and evidently they got a bunch of people knew
Interested.
about this doll and stuff after that.
And that's what they wanted, whether it was good publicity or bad publicity. They want people, to know that these things are out there. And hey, by the way, if you've lost faith with God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, which I hope you don't, hey, guess what? You can contact the Chucky doll, the original Robert
Yeah,
doll. You know, I mean, come on. Does this make any sense? No, it doesn't.
yeah, and there's like famous people who's went and I mean, there's ghost movies, or not movies, but the ghost shows, um, that went and tested this thing and and they found stuff, that they couldn't debunk. And like Ozzy Osbourne went and hung out with this doll.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past
and
Ozzy.
this image is of another movie that was sprung off of this doll. There's a lot. I think it's the movie's called The Doll, or The Sun, or something like that. Um, and no, this ain't the one from the Annabelle doll, but this is one of the movies. They have like 4 or 5 parts to this movie. None of them really touch on the true story behind the doll, but a lot of horror movies were made from this. And yeah, that's the Annabelle doll. I
But
think
it's sad that they
that's pretty
took
much
a child's toy that was so innocent that people would make from like grass and like way back in the day. Okay, you made your
yeah.
kid a little stick doll or whatever, and then we've evolved to this. And then like, you got a creepy grandma that's got those dolls in her house. Like, why are they collecting that stuff? And you walk upstairs and their beady little eyes are looking at you. Yeah. Okay. Or Beanie Babies. Those are bad too. Yeah, they scare
And
me.
there's a link there if you wanted to read the whole story and everything. It's very very creepy. And this is the museum here, um, where he lives now, which really
Where he
sounds where
lives now.
he lives now. But you can actually go and check out all this guy's art and stuff that he does. I mean, the art alone is creepy. I mean, I wouldn't hang that stuff up in my room,
No.
but the doll is very very creepy. And
And a real situation that they've taken to
yeah,
entertain the masses
the
with the
fact that they've got proof of of well, my brain just froze.
oh, I do that
They
a lot.
got proof of when they get the letter, and then they got proof saying, "Hey, I sent this letter, and I got my wife left me," or soon as I sent this letter, I broke my legs, or something like that, or uh, got in a car accident, and my brother who sent the letter died. And like I said, I wouldn't want to go to the to the place, but
No.
uh, they they've got letters when they sent them the letter, and what happened to the people who sent the letters.
And like, somebody got time to keep track of this too.
Yeah, that's why I said there's a caretaker
Yeah.
that takes care of the doll.
That's how serious these satanic people take these situations. That's insane.
It's I'm like, what? Are you serious? Uh, because when my son told me about it, I thought, well, it's one of those, you know,
Ghost
made up
story.
stories, things that happen. And then I started reading about it, and then I found this website that had so much more detail in it. Plus, there's on the show A&E.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole story on it. The
Oh,
whole spiel. You can watch the whole thing, and there some of the stuff that happened while they were alive and stuff.
I love that one. That's my favorite.
The end is meow.
Mm-hmm. Good evening. I had to make an appearance since Tim's here.
But they while the guy Robert dude was alive, and his wife, And well, it actually goes back to when Robert was a kid. When they got the doll for the kid.
Was it
They
Robert a harassed little boy or something?
Yeah, they would hear footprints, and all of a sudden they hear a big old screaming and stuff, and they'd run upstairs, and the whole bedroom looked like a tornado hit it, and they would say, "Robert did it," or the little boy would say, "Robert did it,"
Oh man.
and then afterwards, when they got older, they kept the doll up in the attic, and they would hear footprints, and they had an electrician working there, and he heard what he said demonic noises
Ooh.
coming from the attic. And then when he had to go up there, he quit. They had to get another one. And that, like I said, there's all kinds of different things that was said about this.
Man.
And Robert, well, Eugene, him and his wife never had kids,
Ooh.
which they took care of the doll.
Oh.
Yep. I mean, oh, that's
crazy
yeah.
that people would, but Satan or somebody must have came to him and convinced them that they needed to do this. And
Yeah, that's the only doll that was made for his, the original Eugene guy. His parents had that custom made. I mean, that thing's spooky even way back then. I mean, you can't come up with a better looking doll than
wow, that's freaky. So now,
yeah.
now I'm envisioning like this Christmas, instead of Elf on the Shelf, there's going to be little potato head in a suit popping up everywhere. I told you, Meg is bad.
Yeah, he was shipped, the doll and his letters and everything were shipped to Vegas for that show.
Ooh.
And there are the people on the show, not the stars or anything, but the crew in the back
Got hurt.
Oh yeah, there was lights. There was somebody got electrocuted, just falls and different things. That whoever handled this doll, I would say, caretaker lady, you getting a trip to Vegas too, because I'm not touching that thing.
Yeah.
you can touch that doll.
But I wouldn't even want to be around her, because I would think that she'd be some evil, and like she's got some weird evil energy that I don't want to touch that stuff, because it might like mess up my good energy. Yeah, don't want that.
Now, if you ever watched Child's Play,
no, actually,
which there's a new one now, and a series.
Oh, and a series now. We can't go without a TV.
We won't go into the series too much, because it's woke. I'll put it that way.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. Yeah, dolls. Dolls are creepy to me. I think. I don't know. I've just never been fond of dolls.
Oh, I know.
Just even Barbie dolls and stuff like that. I think they're kind of creepy too. Even my cracked out Hunter Biden dolls, when I'm making them, it's kind of creepy touching them. I just don't like it.
Yep.
Feel like I need.
I think he's in Florida right now. I forget. I'd have to go back and look, but I think he's back in Florida again.
Robert?
Yeah.
The doll or Eugene or
Oh,
and did you notice the font that they used for his name? It was that creepy font.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I see that font and like immediately I think, okay, something creepy. Like you know, your brain associates things with fonts now because that's where we are in
Yeah.
technology and humanity. Yeah.
And the thing is, he's got nicknames of the voodoo doll and the devil's doll, and all kinds of nicknames. But it's Robert the doll.
Just that alone. Yeah, that's creepy. Almost as creepy as in 2022, we had a president named Mr. Potato, and he went up and did a speech, and he looked like your creepy grandpa that's trying to tell you that he originated from Transylvania, and he wants to suck your blood. Yeah, that looks like that was so. Okay, sorry, I digress. My brain's everywhere today with all the stuff that's going on, you know. And then
Yeah,
this creepy
that's like,
Robert doll. It's like, whoa, okay, now throw that one in.
just like we talked about this on your live about the Ouija boards and stuff.
Oh yeah, don't touch those.
Yeah.
Don't touch those. I don't mess with any of that stuff. I don't even particularly like tarot cards. I mean, if you want to do them, that's cool. You do you. I'll do
Yeah.
me. But I just think you know, it might open something up for something to get in. You
Yeah.
know, and they always want to attack the people that have the faith or that us good peoples. Yeah, there's still some good peoples out here, and you're one of them, okay? Or you wouldn't be
Yeah.
at this live stream.
It's a challenge for them.
Yeah, it's like, oh, let's get that one because that one's a good one over there.
Howdy,
We're gonna
Vineyard
go
Chick.
after nose picking because he's a good one.
Hey, girl.
Oh, Vineyard Chicks.
Yeah. Hey, behave.
Oh wow, we got a picture of trust.
Just waving to the girls.
All right.
Show that I was wearing my red shirt because it's Red Shirt Friday.
Yep.
We know Tim's wearing her red socks. We know.
Yeah. Trey made a really good video about her walking stick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got all kinds of goodies in that thing. And that's a good idea for those sticks. Adding stuff to them.
Hollowing them out, make little pockets to put stuff in.
Yeah, and the Ouija board comes from Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers makes it. Well, did. There's probably a lot of other places, but I've seen some go for thousands and thousands of dollars, hand carved, and some are supposed to be hundreds of years old. And
yeah, no,
yeah,
that's a hard
something
job.
that old for something like that, I would not be touching it.
No.
And you don't know how many people that previously touched it that might not have had a good soul or good intentions.
Oh yeah.
You pick up that energy off them. I mean, I don't know. Like, this is just my opinion, okay?
That's like the person who made that doll. Who there's like no information about that. Who made it?
And maybe they made it for a good intention and somebody took it to a bad intention, or maybe it was a bad intention.
I don't know. The look of that doll,
no,
there's nothing good about that doll.
It came from the Acme Corporation. It was Warner Brothers made Bugs Bunny and all them.
Hey, Hurra, Prepper. Or it's heroic pressure, as Jeff would call you.
Yeah.
I think every live he has a new name for you.
I personally think those dolls came from the Adirondacks area. It's the special wood you can only get from there.
Sorry, I thought I heard something.
You did?
I'm on, duty. I'm on duty.
Oh.
Always
Oh.
on.
And if the doll and the little teddy bear were separated,
Well,
ooh, bad stuff.
Well, that teddy bear had some serious black eye, thing going on there, like black eyed children kind of stuff, like a really bad version of an evil Pokemon, like a ghost one or something.
Yeah.
man, I can never watch the movie Ted now. Thanks, y'all.
Well, or Monsters Inc. Now that I know that scaring the kids is like they were eating that. Like, wow, that was a messed up cartoon, and you're showing it to kids. How do we let this stuff get this far? Like, I guess we were just all so busy just trying to be good, honest people, raising families, jobs, careers, whatever. And these guys were just doing all this stuff right in front of us. And we're just kind of like, okay, yeah. And now it all caught up to us. And we're like, okay, now what do we do? I don't know. Like, it's gone so far now. It's so in your face. It's there. I don't know how to stop what's going on. And if you've got any suggestions, go ahead and email them to Bushcraft family here, and we'll try to answer your questions. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the Robert the Doll movies. I watched pretty much all of the, except for the new one, Child's Play, and they pretty much got worse on as each episode came out. Or yeah, I thought the first one was pretty good, but that was an 80s movie, so.
Some of those scary 80s movies, oh wow, yeah. They were scary back then. Now you look at them and go, oh wow, that was really badly filmed, B-flick.
Yeah.
But back then, like, Friday the 13th, yeah, that whole movie like messed up every summer. And I wasn't about sneaking off to no cabin with no boy, okay? Because you never know, like, oh yeah. It scared me.
I remember
Jaws scared me too.
Some of the old Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
That was a freaky one where they grew an extra body.
Yeah.
Like, just introducing it to us now that, oh, hey guys, don't worry about it. We're doing these military experiments underground, and we're just like, Okay. Just saying.
It came from the desert.
Yeah, you never know. Underground.
Oh yeah, and you can order your own doll.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious. There's people. They have a website to where you can buy them.
Get yourself a demonic doll today. Every child wants one for this dark winter that's coming.
Think of the people who buy them for their kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, they don't look as bad as the original, but still, I wouldn't want any part of it.
Yeah, go check out the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah. Those
are demonic.
But yeah, we thought they were cute, or I didn't, but other people did.
I'm going to get one just for you, Ted, and send it to you.
Ew. I like other things sent to me, like cans of gravy I can't find. Because of the food shortages, damn it. Oh, I said a cuss word. Okay.
Are you talking about the series or the movie? I didn't watch the movie yet. I watched the series.
Yeah, that's not a new movie. It's they just put it on Netflix. Like,
yeah, I think it's maybe 6 years old or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the third or the fourth movie of it. Yeah. Retribution. It's like the third one.
Yeah.
And
The
Halloween's
series, that series is good though.
Oh yeah, I love the TV series. I can't wait till the next season comes out.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's more than 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, Ginger Ninja.
And remember that Halloween's coming up, you guys, and there's been a warning out about they're creating taffy like candy that's actually fentanyl. So please be careful with your kids with Halloween, and even yourselves when you're looking through their bags. Like somebody's got an awful lot of money to invest in doing this project, and I'm sure it ain't just like some lonely old fentanyl dealer. No, it's got to be somebody big, right? But they're creating this situation, and somebody's got the money, and they're gonna try to kill our kids. So keep your eyes on the children.
Yeah. I think Tic Tacs are next.
Oh, you never know, because they look like a little pillish type.
Yep.
They're trying to get us, so you just got to be proactive.
Yeah, we all need to go over Ginger Ninja's place. She's making fried green tomatoes for everybody.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've never eaten those before.
But you can only show up if you subscribe. So go to your freaking channel and subscribe to her real quick.
Fried green tomatoes are. You always wait for that first red one, and then it's okay to take some green ones after that.
Yeah.
That first red one, that's a tomato sandwich.
Oh, sure, crazy. You like it now that she's wearing it. I was wearing it first.
Never had a fried green tomato. I don't think that's something we do up in the Pacific Northwest or something. I don't know.
You got to eat the green tomatoes.
Yeah, I've never met anybody that ate them up here. Even
I have when I lived in Oregon.
Yeah.
Well, people in Washington are a little bit weird. Half of us are moist, the other part are dry.
I don't know. Majority of everybody's moist up there.
Well, half of the state, because a lot of people think that all of Washington is green. It's not, because actually I'm in the green part right now in Seattle, but where I live in the desert off the Columbia River. So yeah, it's two different ecosystems like in the state. But yeah. Why do I always talk about that? Okay. Anyhow.
I like putting shredded cheese on my green tomatoes when I'm frying them.
I can't even imagine what it tastes like.
Ooh.
It's like
you ain't slicing them thin either.
Oh, you slice them thick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just never. I don't know.
No.
Well, you have to go watch. She's got the recipe and everything. How she fries them up.
Yeah.
I never thought of using the onions in there.
Oh, you haven't? No.
I always did the breadcrumbs and stuff.
Yeah. Breadcrumbs good also.
I just noticed that a lot of the stuff that's like breaded and fried, and I guess I don't do a lot of that. And we never did do a lot of like we wear skinny jeans. We vote liberal up here. We buy Starbucks and we eat a lot of sandwiches. Yeah.
I bet you drink that pumpkin spice too, don't you?
You can make a sandwich out of fried green tomatoes.
Like a warm, hot, like cold sandwich, like the bread to be cold okay, that's just, I don't know. No. But I'll watch your video, Ginger Ninja. So everybody make sure to go over to her channel and subscribe, especially if you're into cooking and stuff, and Ginger's been I've been following her and she's been following, we're all in the same group. Just follow her, okay? Because you get
That's what I've done. I've put them on a hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
You get good recipes from people here, and you got to start practicing new recipes and memorizing them, because when the internet goes down, you ain't gonna be able to look it up.
That's what books are for.
Yeah, that's another one too. Oh, TJ did that. Remember a long time ago, she went to the thrift store, and I did that same thing.
Well, I'm
Yeah, that's
screwed
where I
because
get
I'm
a
going to
lot
be
of
like,
them.
I'm screwed when I make biscuits with gravy because I'm going to be like, well, what would Tim do? Oh, a can. And I've been looking at all my cans up
Yeah.
and like canned gravy.
See, that's how you know I'm from the Pacific Northwest. It's like I'll make, yeah, and I only got one kid I'm making it for, so yeah. And thank you, Stephanie, for sending me that case from Banning, California, because I couldn't find it up here.
Well, you need to start eating it, Tim. Make some chicken fried steak and use the gravy on it.
Well, the thing is that girl for 3 years old, she eats a half a can of serving. Like that girl, she eats one biscuit split in half, 3 years old, and a half a can of that gravy, and it'll be gone. And the dogs are just waiting. Like, do we get to lick something? You know. So it's a win-win.
Do you have any places up there that actually make biscuits and gravy?
Yeah, some of the grocery stores and stuff, but Grandma's too lazy to put everybody in the car and go that early in the morning. You know, because she's got like really bad bedhead, and she's like, yeah, you know, smoker's sounding voice in the morning. You know, okay, let's get in the car, kid. No, I'm like, I bought this air fryer. I have all 3 versions of the air fryer: the large, medium, small, and the small one's for her. Pop in one biscuit, open the can of gravy, heat it up real quick. You know, it's like it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Grandma gets 10 minutes, boom. I got biscuit and gravy. Don't have to go out of the house. Win for Grandma. Win for Jelly Bean because she gets what she wants. And then also it's a bonus because the dogs get to lick the plate. And my husband doesn't give them any scrap food. So hubby's not home. Hubby's away. The dogs get some gravy. Yeah. See? Got to make everybody happy.
Yeah, but if you had some, I mean, real authentic homemade biscuits and homemade gravy, there's a big difference. You can tell it.
Yeah, by
I mean
like,
that
like
Libby's
an hour's worth of work.
No, it doesn't take that long.
No, not at all. Because you don't. It's something that you don't have to wait for it to rise or anything. And the thing with good biscuits, you don't need that stuff. You don't need it up real good. You want it
looser.
That makes the good biscuit.
Well, we have one place, but it's kind of a ways that actually makes the bakery ones are good, but yeah, Grandma's just not like, you know, you guys know I do late night program, and so my hours are kind of weird. And so I wake up with bedhead, and I don't think you guys would like to see me, you know, doing flour and trying to make a freaking biscuit in the morning. And yeah, so okay.
You can make it the night before.
Grandma's usually live streaming because we got to talk about, you know, should have paid your baby mama and stuff because that movie's coming out here in a few days. Yeah. Okay. The movie.
What movie's that?
It's My Son Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's going to be on Rumble, other places, be out on the 6th. I'm all excited about it. So, yeah, I don't got time to make biscuits, but, you know, at least I try. I try. At least I'm giving her what she wants. Okay, it's not totally 100%.
Dang, 7 hours of making fried green tomatoes?
She's got a lot of tomatoes she was frying.
See, that's a lot of work. Wow. Kudos. I commend you.
I think she's got her whole family coming out this weekend.
That's really cool though, that you're doing that. And I'm glad to see people are canning and cooking and growing gardens this last year. That's awesome. We're going to need our own victory gardens next year, but we'll have to call them something else. Like, we don't want to die, you know, starvation-wise gardens.
What don't you smoke, crazy? She says she smokes her biscuits. What else? I think she smokes.
Oh,
hers.
she puts them in the Traeger. Yeah, I'm not that good with that kind of stuff. The triggers. But if you can use that stuff, that's really cool. Because
No, she puts them in her pipe.
oh, them type of biscuits. Gotcha. Wink, wink. But yeah, I got a Traeger, and I wish I need to learn how to use. I'm worried about this winter. I'm worried about.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that it's going to be a bad winter.
I
Of
think a
course,
lot
I heard that before, and then it was like a couple inches of snow and a month of cold weather, and that was about it.
Yeah, and they keep changing because they don't know. Not
Well,
with La Nina.
Yeah.
Well, they're changing it. At least that's my opinion.
And then you don't get no spring. It goes from winter to summer.
Yeah.
And then I'm worried about Texas. Trust, I'm worried about you down there because.
No, you don't worry about us. We're good.
Well,
Bug Texas is the one that's going to get hit.
I'm worried because remember that winter that you guys had that people were literally burning their furniture and these were city people that were going to extremes just try to stay warm, and half of them killed themselves, and there was just,
well, that's because they're all those are the people that came from that western state. They thought they're going to make out over here, and they didn't realize we do get all four seasons. It's just not organized seasons.
Yeah, they a lot of that they didn't advertise on our news.
Yeah,
that a lot of people died in their garages because that's the only heat they had, so they turned their car on and their heater in their cars, and then
if they didn't open up the garage doors, hello,
it asphyxiated themselves with the exhaust.
Yeah, same thing with barbecue grills. They brought their barbecue grills inside for heat.
Yeah. That's right.
And these were people that were just trying to keep warm or keep their families warm, but they didn't have the common sense. And that's what scares me. It's like how many people don't have common sense anymore that sorry, I digress.
No, it's understandable. Now we got the new batch of them. They're like, oh, it already happened here. It's not going to happen again. I think we'll have a hard winter again, but I mean.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that with the Freemasons.
Yeah.
Claim the first man.
Yeah, I think there's different maybe some of the Freemasons were good, and then it started. You would get a generation later or something, and then it would get evil, and then it went in stages, kind of.
There was always a slimy one that had to get stuck into the butt. It's like because Masons were architects, and when you think about architects, they're smart people to be able to get material to come together and structurally to support, and that was a good thing. And just like when these people joined the Freemasonic stuff here, like in Seattle, like there's a big one down the road from me, I found out. And I'm thinking there's these kids outside playing basketball there, and I'm thinking, you guys don't know. Man, you don't know. Like you're over there playing basketball. Your parents probably are part of this. They're probably good people, but they won't know till they get high enough up. And then it's like, okay, meet me at the crossroads because we're going to talk with the devil. Okay. And you're going to take the deal. Or you're not going to take the deal.
Yeah. Think of a major church back in the day turned on the Freemasons.
Mm-hmm.
And was having them all the enemy of the church.
Doesn't it feel like that's what happened last night, though, too? In a sense, like they labeled, and now it's like
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it's the same thing. It's like, here's a group of people, they don't agree with our ideology, so let's just, take them out. But
Yeah.
guess what? An egg
The,
just hatched.
No,
the,
Potato Head thinks he's Pope now.
Oh, I gotta
the MAGA group doesn't believe in the Constitution.
Yeah.
No, not at all. We don't believe in any of that stuff.
What was it? Right to marry.
Yeah,
there
and
was a lot of stuff in it.
He was the one that was against that like 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
He's still against it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, remember when he was talking about hanging certain race of people?
Yeah.
Nobody remembers that. It's because it's another generation back.
No.
And that's majority of the Trump people.
No. Well, I saw him up on stage, and I looked at everybody behind him. There's not one young person in that group that's standing behind him. They're all old people.
Well, you sit the one thing you sit there and look at is, what does MAGA stand for?
Yeah.
And he's saying that group's against
America.
Yeah, and he's making it a group.
Yeah.
Is that political racism? Just
more and more comes along. It's going to be, well, you already some images of how the country was made. Susan B. Anthony flag, the Patriot dude.
Yep.
That's all a bad symbol now.
Yep. Patrick Henry.
Don't tread on me symbol.
Yep.
And that was Eisenhower's political. Wasn't that Eisenhower's political thing? Don't tread on me, or was that another president? I can't remember now. See, we're so old, we don't even remember the history that far back ourselves.
I think it was, dang it, now I can't remember it now.
Was it Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt?
I'm thinking it was Roosevelt.
See, we can't even remember far back our own stuff.
It's a patriotic symbol. It's just, the only reason it got a bad name is because of J6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But prior to that was a universal, image that we all knew what that meant.
Yeah, I mean, you go back and look at the history of it.
Yep.
It's our history of the country. And why are they trying to make it bad?
Because this administration and party is a big hypocrisy. That's all it is.
To split us apart. The same thing what they did with the religion. They're trying to split the religion away from government and this and that.
Yep. And remember, when he was running, he was saying, "I'm going to bring the nation together." Well, his speech last night, what part did he bring the nation together?
He separated it.
Yeah, by calling out a political group of people, a so-called political group of people. That does that even exist? Like, is there an organization? Do they got a .com and shit? And do they got a 501c3? And
actually, there is
the receipts on this stuff. Okay,
it's actually copyrighted.
But is there an organization? I don't know. Wow.
I don't know.
Well,
and one of the symbols is the black flag, American flag, and the blue stripe one.
Yep.
How is that? That's us. That's showing of support.
Yeah.
That's not anything bad.
Yeah.
But it is changing history in a sense for future generations that when they go to look that they may not understand what that black flag with the blue and like
Yeah.
we're intentionally, I guess, in changing our own history. And we don't even really know it by certain things.
Oh,
Wow.
was it backwards? Was it
No.
backwards? I didn't.
Yeah,
Like I
it was
said,
backwards.
I didn't watch it.
See,
Wow.
and
That's
D-Dog
very
brought up
disrespectful.
this other flag that was in the background that I didn't know what it was. And D-Dog was like, you don't know what that is? And it's like, no, I'm serious. Can you give us a little synopsis on this? Because
Gonzaga or something like that, I think it was called. The Don't Tread Me thing.
I don't know. On the times that we're in, I still think we should be flying the American flag upside down till we get this administration out of there.
Oh, I don't know about that because that's real disrespectful to.
No, that is a symbol when you fly it upside down that the country's in duress.
Oh,
we are in duress.
That's still, I don't know.
It's not disrespectful. It's only disrespectful if you freaking let it get ragged out or touch the ground. So,
well, there is if it's in different, hanging up backwards and stuff.
Yeah.
See, and that's what D-Dog was. He gave us a link to the field manual information on the flags, and I'm sorry that I don't know all of that, but it's really interesting to learn about it now that I'm getting older and I got time to kind of research it. But yeah, they didn't teach us any of this stuff in school. I didn't know any of this. I never served in the military, and I appreciate everyone that has.
Yeah, and that's that flag right there. I can't say it, but that flag right there. Go look at the meaning of the colors and everything.
I have a picture.
It was part of a history, and it should be explained, not tore down and put in junkyard somewhere to where nobody learns about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I kind of feel stupid at my age, not knowing more about the flag. I've lived in this country all my life, and yet I basically took advantage of not even learning about my flag. I feel stupid now, so I'm gonna learn. I mean,
I saw people freaking. I went to Google and I saw people already in there. What does it mean when the flag is upside down?
Well, there's the TikTok thing where they ask how many stripes and what they stand for, how many stars.
No.
And you'd be surprised how many people don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I figure the younger race, they don't know that stuff.
Yeah. You go in the military, you learn that. It's a class that you got to pass in order to continue on in basic. So.
See, they took that out of the schools by the time, even when I got into high school, we didn't talk a lot about any of that, like we had civics class, but it was more about what was going on that day in the news. And I realize now that they were pre-programming me to watch that shit back then.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you didn't watch the morning news, you wouldn't be able to take the test that afternoon, to get a good grade. And so, because it was all about what happened in the news that morning. Like they were really working on me back then,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm thinking? I just want to pass this class, because I want to get into college, Well, that was what we did back in the 80s, some of us, not all of us.
I remember when my daughter was, my oldest daughter was going to school, and you say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yep.
I don't even know if you can actually say it on, but under God part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got in trouble for saying that part because evidently they took it out. Because I taught them that before they went to school and everything, because I said, well, this is one of the things you do in the morning. Everybody stands up and puts their hand over their heart and
It's
says the
required
Pledge
in
of
Texas.
Allegiance.
Yeah.
And she said, well, we're not allowed to say that. I said, why not? And we're not allowed to have religion in the school.
Yeah.
Well, it's not picking a certain religion. I mean, that's the stupidity of the people who are against having those words in there.
And I was shocked that they actually took it out.
Yeah.
But hey, if you want to go to after school special, stuff, they got Satanic Church now in California. So your parents can't come and pick you up right away after class, get you after school special at the Satanic place.
Don't get bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, be careful.
Call Ozzy, he'll take care of it. Oi.
Remember Cujo?
Oh, that movie scared the living
Yeah.
out of me. Because I still think an animal could go rapping like that. Yeah, okay. See, I can't watch that scary stuff.
Yeah, cats can too, Tim.
Yeah, they can get rabies, I guess, but so far they haven't had any scary rabies cat movies. They'll get one out though, just because they're running out of ideas.
Well, I don't know. Stephen King had that one called, I think they called it Sleepwalkers or Sleepers or something like that.
Oh, Skinwalkers?
Yeah, it was all about the cats in that house.
Oh.
I didn't watch that one either.
I want to say it was called Sleepers or Sleepwalkers, one of the two. But the house was people, but they turned into cats when they went to this house.
Ooh.
They're all, yeah.
Oh, I remember Cat's Eye. That was
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know.
It's everywhere the cat went, and it had stories and stuff. Yeah. Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, I'm not even really super fond of cats and stuff. Just so you guys know, I'm allergic to them. I do have a pandemic cat. It's just my husband was calling me a tinfoiler, and that was a picture with a tinfoil hat, and I liked it. So yeah, but no, I'm not real fond of cats. So don't come out with a scary movie on cats. Mess with my little brain. I have visuals. Well, you got one creepy background there today, Bushcraft. Thanks for telling us the story about Chucky. I didn't know. I didn't know about
Chucky. Hit the wrong button.
and I think a lot of people in the audience didn't know about the old Robert doll.
Yeah, I know that was freaky. I was like,
Chucky just sounds creepier than the name Robert for the doll, I guess. Maybe, for the movie or something. I don't know, but whose parents are gonna? Oh, that's just weird. And no offense taken to anybody by the name of Robert or Bob or Bobby or anything like that. We're talking about this doll, okay? It's got nothing to do with any certain person or so don't take anything personally, okay? I know we live in insensitive times. So.
Yeah, if you if you don't understand something and that's the problem now. The younger group of people out there now that they go in. If they they go with the group, no matter what it is. They go with the group instead of maybe learn the history about something. You might learn something and say, hey, this ain't that bad after all. It has nothing to do with what we're protesting or whatever about. Just like the Roe versus Wade, it wasn't a decision you could do it or not. It was
given back to the state.
It wasn't constitutional, so it got stricken down to where the states deal with it.
So it never went away. It's just in certain states it went away, but they had to make.
Go talk to your state representatives about it.
But see,
Not
they were
stand in front of the courthouse or the courts or whatever.
But what else was going on that week that we were so busy watching the Roe versus Wade thing that was look over here, that we weren't looking at? Just like what happened last night, what is he trying to get us to look away from? Is it possibly that your movie's coming out? Yeah.
Well, okay. I think the whole thing was they don't have nothing to run on. They can't say, oh, well, they tried. We're not making the there's no inflation, which we all can see there is. So what else what they got to run on? They can't run on immigration because they screwed that up.
Yeah.
So hey, let's make it about the Roe thing.
And the Pootie thing was running out too, saying, oh, is his fault for the gasoline. And no, dude, you shut down what the day you came into office, and like, say no more.
It has nothing to do with it, because go watch how they judge what gas prices are is the barrel of oil, the price of it. If it goes way up, your price goes up. And I kind of follow the prices every day to see how it goes. And I seen the price of oil go down. So I said, get ready, because the gas is going to start going up.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, it went up.
Yeah.
So what happens to that barrel of oil? It went up after the gas price went up.
And historically, every midterm, the gas prices are generally lower. If you don't believe me, go back and look at the stats on it.
Oh, yeah.
And there's other channels that report on us and on it, and they show the stats. Like, it's a cycle. They do it every time, but we're so busy living our lives, doing our thing, that we don't see these cycles. Unless you start looking at the graphs and the pictures. Pictures say a lot. Okay, that's why I show pictures about the sun. Yeah. You make your own decision on things. You look at the pictures.
I think gas went up 10 cents today.
I'm not sure what it's went up where I'm at. I'll double check here on my Get Up side, because, got to do that because it's so expensive.
I'm bringing out the bats.
Premium here in Seattle, $5.27, $5.31, and that's just like the closest to me. So I'm still paying over $5 a gallon for premium up in Seattle. And I'm
premium.
What? $1,000 a cord? Holy moly!
Ooh, that's a lot. I remember when it would be like $300 a cord.
I remember buying it for
premium
$75. How much is a cord going for nowadays?
I don't know. It's a lot though.
I just
because they didn't cut a lot last season because of the what. So.
Yeah, we're looking at some. You better get your chonies and your socks now and get some merino wool, okay? Keep you warm, and you don't get sticky moist, because you don't want that stinky moist smell.
$250? Holy moly.
Yeah.
Oak, that's long burning wood, though. That's good wood. Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, I think ours were $300 up here in Pacific Northwest, but they could be more now. And then Alaska, they made it so that you can't buy wood stoves anymore, like about a year ago.
Retarded.
Like they've been slowly just jerking everything away. So you better get your camp stove or your little, box fire thing. Like, you better have some backups to your backups, because propane, things are only going to last so long. You're going to need to, build a fire with sticks and twigs and. Yeah. Get yourself one of those little fire boxes. They're little teeny ones. You've seen them, right?
Oh, yeah.
You put the wood.
I got one in my bug out bag.
Me too. It's a great backup to the other stuff, Because if you're cold, a warm meal is going to help your belly and help your body. if you're cold. We went from ghost stories to give yourself a firebox.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Chip Boswell.
What's up, Jim?
He knows a lot about trees. He's got a tree farm, so he knows lots about. Hey, Jim, how much is a cord of wood going up your way right now? You'd know.
Well, there you go. You can buy wood stoves in Alaska.
Oh, you can now?
Yeah, I wouldn't think you couldn't, because
Well,
maybe it's a certain kind of wood stove or something, because that doesn't make sense.
One of the prepper channels was covering that like a year ago. So okay, I could have got it wrong. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
Well, yeah, I would more pay attention to the source of somebody who like Be Charming.
Yeah, she's up there. So, yeah. I'm learning about a lot of these YouTube channels now.
Because I noticed there are cleaner stoves now, wood stoves, and I don't know if maybe that might have something to do with it.
Pellet, I think, is cleaner burning, but I don't know. See, I don't know either. I'm not a professional. But yeah, I'm learning to have discernment with a lot of these channels because they've changed in the last year. And so maybe something I told you a year ago might not be really what the situation is, or maybe it's gotten worse. I don't know, but.
Well, it's just like the news. They'll say one thing, and it's that boom, that headline. And then you go read about it, and it has nothing to do about what the headline is or anything like that. And
yeah, there's a lot of tricks going on.
It's a shame, because I did that one thing, just breaking news, and then down in small print I said breaking news is breaking the community. But that got so many views because it had the breaking news in it. And that's the thing. There's so many. I mean, if I could go back, and there are certain channels that World War III's here, and we're any day now we're going to be hit by.
Oh yeah, we almost got hit by the big one,
and we're still here. But yet that big old flashing line, nuclear, how to survive a nuclear war, and Russia's going to be attacking us Thursday or something like that.
Just know on Bushcraft Family Channel, we're keeping it real. We're keeping it G, okay? But we're keeping it real because we're real people and we don't script this stuff out. So thanks for coming and being part of the show because, yeah, Bushcraft, we're real. Keep it real. We're real.
Yeah, I never did the pellet stove thing. I don't know.
I heard they're better burning, like, I don't know. And I like the idea that you fill the hopper up and the hopper like fills it.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like that whole idea on it. It's like, oh,
I would want something though that I don't know if they have with us for the pellet, that you could do both. That way, if you run out of pellets, you can toss logs in there.
Oh, like a hybrid stove.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but like I said, if things got really bad and you couldn't go out and get pellets, it's kind of hard to make a pellet. You'd be able to toss some logs in there
and keep the heat going. Yeah, keep your family warm.
Oh, you do need power for that. Huh.
Oh, that's right, because the hopper's electric feeder.
Well, I think it's a fan that blows it.
Or is it the fan?
There's a blower in it, I believe.
I don't know.
Well, there's Ark. Hey,
Ark would know. Ark would know. He's our resident real Like he does real survivalists. I seen him deep fry some Queen Anne lace flowers and eat them. I was amazed. I didn't know you could eat those things.
Okay, yes, that's a fan.
Well, Bushcraft, I need to dip out, and it's geriatric dinner time, so I got to go make food for the old people. Thank you so much for having me on the panel, and
Thanks for coming up.
thanks everybody in chat for putting up with me because I know I'm a little bit crazy, but maybe you're too. Yeah, and remember, I love you, and Jesus loves you too. So we'll see you guys later.
Hey, thank you, Southern Prepper 3. I appreciate it. How does a ghost unlock a door? A spooky. Let me go ahead and get one of one's link because he'll be going live tonight.
Alrighty. I couldn't hear where 10 was going, but I figured she probably had to go.
Yeah, dinner time.
Yeah, I was cutting up my chicken to get ready for dinner time.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know.
That's weird. He doesn't have a thumbnail on there.
Yeah, I was looking at that also on my TV. I didn't see a thumbnail on there.
Okay.
Had the date though.
It's 8 o'clock? Oh no. For you.
Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'll never be able to watch the movie Ted ever again. Or Ted 2. Nope, never again.
Yeah, that I don't know. Because when he told me about it, I thought, yeah, it's one of those things. Because you know that every horror movie has a story behind it. And when I actually went in and dug deep into it and found out it was a doll, and then I found out all the stuff that happened around this doll, it's like, wow. Spooky stuff. And why somebody would want to send letters to a doll like that, I don't know. That's
sorry.
That's there's strange people. That's all I can say. There's strange people out there.
Yeah. I mean, never since when Puppet Master first came out, I thought that freaked me out as a kid.
Oh yeah. And then look,
and now I'm back to
other
that again. Thanks, Bushcraft.
really dangerous too.
Yes.
That's with the doll thing. I don't understand it. I mean, if doll came after me, I'll be drop kicking it into the next yard. But those things would jump on you and throw you on the ground.
We're trying to figure out how to get my speakerphone to turn on so I can hear you better on the phone. My ear keeps on hitting the freaking button and backing me out.
Yeah, cell phone thing. I try not to mess with that as much as possible.
Mm.
But everybody, make sure you go over. 101 starts around 9-ish. Sometimes he starts early.
Yeah.
Then there's Tuesday we'll be going back live. Me and Jeff will be. I'm not sure if he has anybody for Monday or not, because he said he's going to have Mondays for guests and stuff like that. But
yeah.
And thank everybody for super chats. Mods, thank you so much for keeping the riffraff out, even though I don't think we had any, but you're there. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's live. It was a little mix of ghost stories and the scary stuff that's happening in Washington.
Yeah.
Until next week, I'll catch you guys later.